The world of fine dining has never been more sustainable than it is right now. Going sustainable will demonstrate the chef's maturity. This time, I come to Rumari at Raffles, Bali, and hoping to catch the chef in the act.
They have to dig to everything.
When they source the ingredients. I'm Kevin Rasumantri. Come taste the beauty only on Sea Indonesia.
Oh.
Restaurants for me is the beating heart of a city. A venue where good food and community intertwine. That is why I love exploring new places, from those hidden on landways to the glitz and glam of modern restaurants. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities, only on Sea Indonesia.
Look at the one who's looking at me, right?
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
So this is the Balinese heritage pig.
Yeah,
Is
this
it
this is what we try to do here is we try to rebreed the Balinese heritage pig or Bangkal Hitam as it's called.
Oh, Bangkal Hitam, the
And
local.
we try to rebreed it into its original stage.
Oh.
Yeah. It's unfortunately in progress and in tourism, the demand for pork has been a lot. And,
Yeah, especially in Bali, right?
And we try to go back to how the pigs have been maybe 100 years ago, where our grandparents used to raise pig.
Oh, that's why you use that. You created that.
We created a controlled environment, but it's
Okay.
still a free-range and outdoor
Yeah.
environment. So we try to dedicate at least 30 square meter to 50 square meter to a mother, so
Yeah.
to be able
Oh,
to call it free-range.
Yeah, this is quite big.
And this is more like an experiment space where
Mm-hmm.
we like that the pig gives birth in that house.
Yeah.
And the little annex that you see next to it has a heating lamp inside, so the piglets would go in there.
That's a
to-
nice homey, cozy
Yeah,
place
yeah.
for the pig, right?
Nice,
chef?
Yeah, because we find out that when they touch the ground
Yeah.
faster, they develop better. So you give them a more natural environment, which
yeah.
is dirt,
Yeah, true.
which makes them more resistant,
Yeah.
which makes them stronger animals to have
Yeah.
a much stronger finish. It pays out.
You use this pig quite a lot.
Yes, since day one.
Since day one.
We get lucky enough to get in touch with George from Elke, from
Yeah.
Lokavo.
Okay, yeah.
And then when I met George and I came to visit the farm,
Yeah.
it made totally sense for us to work with George because first was to be sustainable and responsible.
Yeah, that's true.
When you see a lot of product, they tell you organic, but when you come here, you really understand all the work that has
concept
been
and the
behind that,
system,
right?
yeah.
Which every steps of the way that George used is also our philosophy and what we do every day.
As a chef, something to do with the local and artisan is something that you've embedded in your philosophy.
I mean,
since
it
day one,
goes
is it?
back to my hometown, Lyon, where pigs is part of everyday life,
cuisines,
right?
yeah.
And we do everything with the pig,
Yeah.
from the head, from the ears, from the toes.
Yeah.
We use everything. So working with the products that George make a lot of sense for me,
Yeah.
based on my childhood, right? But also because Bali on the map is babi guling.
Yeah, true.
So
The regional cuisines of Bali, right?
yeah. So then everything comes together, connected, right?
Yeah.
So where I come from, what Bali is made
Yeah.
special of, and
It
then,
just feels
George-
natural, yeah. It just feels natural.
Yeah.
So what do you have right there?
More outdoor areas. We try, because it's free range, we have to provide many different dens.
Okay. So you not only you have lots of
Well,
several.
yeah, we
breeds?
have actually this farm is set out to rebreed the Bakal Hitam, but
Yeah.
we also have established control groups
Okay.
with white pigs or landrace or mixed with Duroc,
Okay.
in order to test if those pigs are how they are striving on our way of feeding them, the organic food that we produce ourselves. I can show you later. We have our own food production.
Yeah.
With specific ingredients. And so this turns out to be an amazing control group, and it's really possible that you also grow white pigs in an outdoor free-range organic environment for almost the same speed as if you use the ready-made food, which has a lot of steroids and all this ugly stuff, in a very, very natural way, and the meat is so much better.
Do you, as a chef Gaitan, also involved in this? Perhaps like I want this, the pig is like this. I want to be like
I mean,
that.
when first we met with George, I was trying to understand, okay, what is the story, what he's trying to do, and then see how he could fit with us. Then, of course, because of the volume we have, we focus on small quantity. So I wanted to make sure that what I get from George makes sense with the business I have.
Oh, I hope Chef Gaitan will prepare a special dish for me tonight using this Balinese black pig. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia. What adds to the enthusiasm of restaurant, of course, is an in-depth experience related to dining.
Yeah, very good.
Before the day gets darker, Chef Gaitan brings me to see their small garden, where we talk about sustainability concept at Rumari.
Had fun with it.
So what? I think this is chili, yeah.
So we have tomatoes, cherries, and Roma.
Oh, two different
which are
tomatoes.
Still green, but with the sun in few weeks will be ready to be eaten.
I like this one. I think this is it.
Yeah. So
Is it?
Mexican mint, very strong. It's
Very
almost
strong.
like a very like cactus, right?
Yeah, the texture is like
but the flavor is
it's robust.
very
It's
strong.
like a mint and thyme.
Yeah.
Is this something that you also utilize in your menu when you say like 80-20 thing?
Yeah, so 80-20 is a commitment. We want to be very honest with our guests.
Yeah.
Some people will tell you I do 100% local ingredient, which is not the truth.
it's impossible.
Unfortunately,
Right?
it's very difficult depending on the cuisine you want to do.
Yeah.
So for us, we commit to 80% of local ingredient, which is all Indonesia.
Yeah.
And then
All around.
this is the minimum. And then 20% maximum of import ingredients, which sometimes by necessity or sometimes the quality and the consistency in Indonesia is not yet to the level.
Yeah.
So we
Source the 20%.
source out, but since we have started, that's where we start. We didn't start the restaurant. We first start to look for the farmer, the fisherman, the producer. And then like this, we have started backward, right?
Backwards, yes. It's reverse.
Some chefs, they work on the idea of the menu and then they look for the ingredients.
Yeah.
Where here, we never do that. We first look at the season, we look at the farmer, the producer and the fisherman, see what they have, and then we build the menu on that.
Oh, and then the food follows. So the flavor is sweeter, this one, or this one more sour.
Before my dining session begins, I did mewajik, which is a hand-washing tradition from Karangasem Regency in the east part of Bali. Mewajik is a custom for Magibung, a feast tradition serving Balinese food over banana leaves and sharing it with families. My dinner at Rumari started with a parade of exquisite amuse-bouche. The first row has beef tartar with moringa sourdough and rice cracker with rujak style jicama and snake fruits. Then the parade continues with silky warm prawn cawan mushi and fish akra with sambal mata.
How are you, Mr. Kevin?
Good.
For your starter, so we will pair with the champagne.
Duvaliroy.
Yes, of course. This is the Duvaliroy Brut Reserve from the region Champagne,
Yeah.
France.
Love that.
Yes, may we try, please?
It's a reserve, yeah.
Yes, Brut Reserve.
Brut
exactly.
Reserve. The best
Please?
quality. Thank you so much.
Could you try for the taste?
Oh yeah.
How is the taste?
Oh, so briny, so light,
Yeah, it's light.
so refreshing.
Yes, sure it is. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Kevin, right here,
Yeah.
our first course.
What is that, chef?
So the first
The-
course is inspired by East Nusa Tenggara, which is the snapper ceviche
Yeah.
with the ají amarillo chili, originally from Peru, but we get it from Plaga.
Oh, interesting.
Texture of corn
Yeah.
and a bit of caviar. So the first course is very fresh and very light.
So the ruby snapper, you take it from the NTT,
Yes,
East Nusa
line
Tenggara.
code, correct.
Oh, line code. Perfect.
Enjoy.
Thank you,
Bon
chef.
appétit.
You have to dig to everything. So many textures going on. The frozen roasted corn, and then you have the radish, and then the chunky snapper. But what I really love from this is that the chef using ají amarillo, because if you familiar with food of Latin America, they have so many kinds of ají or chilies. And ají amarillo is one of my favorites because it has this mango and fruity aftertaste, right? So it really matched well with the, I think they use like a sauce on top of it, or inspired by sambal mata if I'm not mistaken, and then the freshness of the fish. It feels tropical. It just makes sense, because sometimes chefs try to, a lot of chefs out there, they try to oversimplify dishes that should be, respected in its purest homage like this.
And then
I still can't get enough with this beautiful amber colors of this minuti, Chateau de Minuti. I think that will be perfect with this dish because it's seafood. And the wine, it's from southern part of France, around the Côte d'Azur area, next to the Marseille and then the Provence. So it gets the Mediterranean Ocean and good mineral. I can't wait to balance this with the wine. You know what I like from this, and what I really amazed with is the art of pairing the dishes with what type of wine. Because this dish is not that strong. If you expect this dish to be like a strong flavored dish, it is not. It is a dish that's appreciate humbleness and balance of flavor. This is something that you should enjoy and munch and think and, oh, I get this flavor, I get that flavor. And then you pair it with this amazing wine that's briny, it's so mineral, it's refreshing, it's like a summer on a plate. The more you pair this with this, it's just getting better and better and better.
Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia.
Yeah.
So this one we have the grilled octopus.
Oh, octopus, my
It's
favorite.
inspired by Kedonganan Marketplace in Bali. And we busting with the sauce. The sauce is a kesuna cekuh we call.
Yeah, sunachiko.
With the tempe crumble, and then we put the terong heart,
Yeah.
terong chips, and the puree also.
Love that.
Please enjoy.
Thank you so much. The chunky texture, that's what I really miss from a good octopus like this. Oh la la. I'm starting to get this idea of what Rumari is doing, right? They go with, I think they not just go, they really go beyond with ingredients. They really go beyond with meeting the fishermen, the farmers. And I think these days for restaurants, some chefs are getting lazy to do that. That's one of my biggest critiques for the industry. Some chefs, they are mostly convenient with, I would say, getting something for suppliers, and then it makes everything easy, business goes on, you don't need to go to the market, to the farm and something like that. But you really miss the essence of being a chef. The craftsmanship on the plate, it requires this kind of dedication and hard work, where you as a cook, you reconnect between the culture and the local produce. And to do that, you have to go to the farmer, you have to meet the fishermen, you have to spend time with them, speak to them, understand what they produce.
For our main course, we're using one of our favorite ingredients, which is the black heritage pig, which was used back then for the babi guling, but then the tourists exploded and now they're using white pig. So we are one of the few restaurants that's still using the black heritage pig.
The black heritage pig.
So you have the belly, the urutan sausage homemade with the chicharron, and then the belly with the Balinese spice, urapakis, and then the pork jus.
And this is the jus?
The jus of the pork.
Oh la la.
Enjoy.
Thank you,
Bon
chef.
appetit. Thank you.
Thank you, merci. really like from this Balinese heritage pig is that if you eat pork like I do, you'll know that regular pork, the pig, the flavor is nice, but it's not that intense or sweet, right? It has this like a chicken thigh textures, slightly gamey, just a little, but it's like that, right? But this meat, the Balinese heritage, has a more sweetness flavor into it, and it's more succulent. Even the fat itself, it's nice and it's like slightly melt in your mouth. It's totally different. So if you compare like a regular pig and the Balinese heritage pig, it's totally different. And that is why people was loving it so much, and it became rare nowadays. Jus. You know what? The wine mixed with the jus, it matches. It instantly matches. It even adds more complexity to the dish because you get this smoky aftertaste, right? You get this smoky aftertaste from the wine, and then although it's sweet from the jus and from the pork, you get this slightly nice bitterness from the wine that it balances everything in the plate. And the spices that the chef used for this part of the pork, it's really nice. It's not overwhelming, it's just really nice. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I think it's lawar. Is it? In a modern form. I think I should get every element of this, right? Little bit of the biscuit, a little bit of the crumble, a little bit of the ice cream. Oh. It's really good. I am a very big fan of milky dessert. And I think this really hits the experience that you really want to get. The flavor complexity, I mean, it instantly reminds you of a classic Balinese gift, which is the pai susu, but in a contemporary, more representable way. It should be good with the wine. Oh yes. Oh, it even enhances it. You know what I like from this one? I think it's because it is from the northern part of Italy. This area like Piedmont and Veneto, which is like a place where Venice is, and it's in a near border with Switzerland. So most of them are in a very high elevation. and they're so famous for the dairy products. And I think it has something to do, I don't know how the nature works, but it develops the grapes so nice and well. So it develops this creamy complexity flavor that really balance and pairs well with this dessert inspired by susu.
Rumari is definitely one of the best restaurants I've ever visited. I'm not only talking about the stunning view, or the intricate detail of the dining room, the amazing atmosphere, the sensory experience, the texture on the curtain and everything. But I also talk about the dining experience I had. The menu design, the storytelling, the craftsmanship. That makes me aware that perhaps one day Rumari should be on the list of some of the world's best restaurants.